We're here at Chicago Export with Mark and Mike, and we're talking to them about this amazing business that they have here. So tell me, Mike, you're a Chicago-based company. What made you decide to start attending the Bullk conference?
We decided to go to the Bullk conference about 6 years ago, and it was the one place in the country where a variety of different shippers and manufacturers, export packing companies, international logistics companies all gathered once a year to discuss the global nature of our industry. So we felt it was a tremendous benefit for us to meet so many different people throughout the world that touch our industry. So it took us from being a local focused company to really considering what our industry does and how it affects the logistics and shipping industry around the world.
Mark, do you want to tell us a little bit more about the capabilities of Chicago Export?
You know, the company really never ceases to amaze me with our capabilities, because we are, you know, essentially we are a very small company, but we are limitless when it comes to what we can get done. We've, over the years, as I said, we've evolved from this company that started out doing government packing into a company that can travel, as Mike said, work hand in hand with general contractors and companies that are doing complete plant relocation or moving of production lines. And we have the ability to coordinate our efforts and take on just about any project that you could imagine.
What makes Chicago Export different now than other companies in your industry?
I think that we're unique because we like to say that we aren't afraid of taking the show on the road and moving with the pack. We're a unique company in that regard. But what makes us unique is that we take the show on the road and actually have the ability to pack and containerize cargo at the shipping location. So it doesn't make any difference whether or not it's a Chicago project, if it's something in Ohio or as far away as New York or Arkansas. Our packing crews are comfortable working in a variety of different environments. So I think that's what makes us unique.
Well, that sounds very comprehensive.
The first thing that you have to have in mind when you think about the business that we're in is we're in the insurance business. We are taking someone's cargo that's very precious to them, and we are packing it and preparing it to go onto a steamship, or preparing it to go onto an airplane or onto a rail car or wherever it might be, onto a truck. We're doing a lot of things that are we're providing a service that is preparing someone's cargo to withstand a beating.
So it sounds like you guys work on a lot of projects, and then have, over the history of your company, worked on probably thousands and thousands of projects. Is there one that comes to mind that is really sort of the landmark of this company, something that has influenced you and
Sure.
changed the way that you do business and how other people see your company?
I think where we really identified ourselves as an organization, or at least where we are right now, in our ability to bring our services outside of the Chicago metropolitan area. There was a very large ongoing project that lasted several years, I believe, but we had crews, we had our own personnel that were living in Michigan month after month after month, and just continuing to work and working alongside the different facets to our business, companies that are involved in dismantling and the logistics people, and then you've got the packing companies, and we learned to build those synergies, and we learned to be very efficient with that and taking it on the road. And I think that's where we've really created that value, is that ability to take our services outside of where we are. And that particular project launched us, that customer launched us into essentially what we are right now.
Customer came to us years ago with some problems with their export packing systems and services. But the company was located far outside of the Chicago and the Illinois area. So in the very beginning, we were kind of wondering, how could we solve their problems? And after the question and answer sessions, after discovering what they're really trying to what they're really trying to go after, problems that they're trying to solve. We realized that that our solutions and that our organization and where we're located is actually perfectly situated for them. So it was an eye opener for me to help me understand that truly, even though Chicago is in our name, we really do have the opportunity to service customers throughout the country and
throughout the world too.
And throughout the world as well.
Yeah. And so then, what benefits then do you get from the Break Bullk conference?
The Break Bullk conference, and I think we looked at it a year or two before we actually decided and pulled the trigger to go, because we were a small-minded company. Small company thinking small, thinking local. And the one big benefit for us, that was kind of our stepping out party, was when we'd made a conscientious decision that we needed to go after business outside of our area. The Break Bullk conference was the first step. And one of the things when we found when we got there, the people that we met, these were the people, the heavy haulers, the people that are moving large freight on trains, on trucks, on steamships, the people that are actually doing the handling of all this equipment, the steamship lines themselves, all of the people that we associate ourselves with and network with, they were all a part of this conference. And for us, the benefit was just to know, to meet and draw comparisons with people that are in our own industry, as well as just the camaraderie that you build and the opportunity to meet, get to know the people that are doing the same thing that you are.
What is the most complex thing that you guys have ever had to deal with?
Oh, wow.
Well, I asked this of our operations manager a few months ago. He began in the company as a packer, as an industrial carpenter, and over his years with the organization, I asked him what the largest piece of cargo that he ever had packed before and boxed, and he came up with an industrial press part that weighed 650,000 pounds.
That's incredible.
It's incredible.
Wow.
And it by far has been the largest piece of cargo that we took responsibility for, and made sure that from the very beginning construction of that particular box, that so many different factors were taken into consideration. The stresses that the box would be subjected to during the entire logistics process, being lifted up repeatedly by cranes, and arriving safely at its destination undamaged. So I think that particular project really sticks in my mind as something unique and showcases what we're capable of doing.
The only thing that I would like to add, I think the thing that makes our company the most unique is the people that we have that are a part of our organization, the thought process, you can't say enough about the people, the guys that are in the trenches, the guys that are actually making it happen. Mike and I are on the business development side of things, and we're out and and it's one thing to be able to go out and to meet people and talk about your company and talk about your services, and then it's another thing to deliver. And I think the people within our organization allow us to deliver and
deliver in more than one sense.
Deliver in more than one sense, yeah. So I think if there's anything about our organization, my head hits the pillow every night knowing that the Chicago export people are going to get it done.